Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. Why isn't Michelle Obama proud to be an American? As you remember, when Michelle's husband was elected president, Michelle declared that this was the first time she was proud of her country. A shocking admission from anybody, but particularly disturbing coming from the First Lady. Then Michelle told young women like me that if we voted against Hillary Clinton, we voted against our own voices. As if we are too stupid to think for ourselves. As if we, as women, are not allowed to vote for anybody other than a progressive candidate who shares similar genitalia. That is, if we want to retain our woman cards. Where have I heard that before? This is why the American people rejected Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party. People are tired of identity politics. But Michelle Obama wants us to live in that dark and divisive world where race is more important than who people are. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but isn't that the definition of racism? Listen to Mrs. Obama.
Usually at the State of the Union address, where, you sit in the balcony and watch the State of the Union.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you do. You see it on TV. I'm in the room. But when you're in the room, what you can see is this real dichotomy. That on one side of the room, it's a feeling of color almost. On one side of the room, it's literally gray and white. Literally, that's the color palette on one side of the room. On the other side of the room, there's yellows and blues and whites and greens. Physically, there's a difference in color, in the tone.
Wow.
Because one side, all men, all white. On the other side, some women, some people of color.
The Republican Party is all men, she says, and all white. That, she says, is why people don't trust politics. What happened to Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream that his children would one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character? Oh, and by the way, Michelle Obama is just plain wrong, hilariously wrong, actually. Here's the Republican debate stage from last spring. Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Ben Carson, Carly Fiorina, Bobby Jindal, Latino, African-American, Indian-American, and a woman, a high-powered CEO. And then we have the Democratic debate stage. Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, Jim Webb, Martin O'Malley, Lincoln Chafee, white, 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 white. One of these stages is bursting with diversity. The other is staffed with rich, old, white men. Which party do you think Michelle Obama is proud of? That's right, the party of the rich, old, white men, the Democrats. Here's Hillary's pick for vice presidential running mate, a rich, old, white man. Here's the Democrats' leader in the Senate, a rich, old, white man. And here are three high-ranking officials in the Trump administration, a woman, another woman, and a young woman. Michelle Obama, you've reduced yourself to fake news, and that is why people don't trust politics. And that's my final point tonight. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Until then, have a good night.